Back, America, it's Hugh Hewitt, joined now by Jim Talent, a former United States Senator from Missouri. Good morning, Senator Talent. Good to have you.
It is good to be here, and I love your tweets about Rick Grinnell.
Well, let's talk about Rick Grinnell. Everyone who says he's not qualified, I wish they would carry a chyron on how long that individual had enjoyed the highest security classifications granted by the United States, because I believe Grinnell has held his for 10 years, 8 at the UN, 2 as ambassador to Germany. I believe he's the only guy to negotiate successfully between Serbia and Kosovo. He's been involved in intelligence matters for a decade. What is this talking point?
There have been 5 confirmed DNIs since the office was created. As you know, it didn't even exist 15 years ago, right?
Right.
3 of the 5 did not have actual service in an actual intelligence agency. As a matter of fact, the first one, and I remember this well, John Negroponte, you do too. John had been at the UN and ambassador to Mexico. His experience very similar to Rick's. I think Dennis Blair came out of the surface Navy, and Dan Coates was a senator
And an ambassador to Germany.
Right. Do these people who are criticizing, it's almost like history doesn't exist for them. Just go Google the Director of National Intelligence on Wikipedia and take 5 minutes and read about the one. The job is about helping the president make judgments and managing the 16 different intelligence agencies so that you don't stovepipe. It's not about knowing how to run, to run an asset, behind the Iron Curtain.
It's not. Yeah, he is not. He's not supposed to be Daniel Silva's Gabriel Alon. I believe he's going to stay in this job 4, 5, 6 months and then join the campaign. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't believe he's leaving the ambassadorship to Germany. I think he will be invaluable in regaining the confidence of the intelligence community for the president, and I think he will be a valuable counselor along with our friend Robert O'Brien, the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, the Vice President. A good, solid national security team.
I completely agree. I don't know how long he's planning to stay or the president wants him to stay. He's only acting, so that suggests he's, not intending to make it permanent. I don't know. I think he's going to do a great job. I worked with Rick on the Romney campaign in 2012. He's very knowledgeable about foreign policy, and as you say, he's had occasion to make assessments of intelligence for years and years. So I like the choice a lot. But if you're going to criticize it, just don't pull the first thing out of the front of your brain without doing some research. It's really very frustrating.
It's embarrassing to people who are saying it. It's like
right.
It's a tell. And I just would like people. My number one: have you ever held a security clearance? Do you have any sensitive compartmented information clearances? Did you keep them when you were out of the government? Did you go through full field background investigations? Have you read intelligence products raw and filtered before? The answer with Rick Grinnell is yes. Okay, very quickly, coronavirus appears to me to be spreading very quickly. Now it's in South Korea and Japan in hundreds of cases. Israel's got a problem. I don't think we've quite seen the fin on the shark yet. Jim Talent, what do you think?
No, I very much, I think you're correct. Nobody can say anything for certain now, but this is going to be around for us in a while. I think the best case scenario, is that we are playing whack-a-mole with this disease using public health countermeasures for a long time. Now, the good news is BARDA is investing in therapeutics. That seems to be very promising, and we need to develop those therapeutics, the medical countermeasures, as quickly as possible. Won't be a vaccine, but it will really help people who are dealing with the disease. That's the good news I've seen in the last couple of days.
But I do not believe the Chinese are giving us the level of transparency we need. What do you think, Senator?
What I'm told by people is that their health people are, okay? And I don't think in the initial stages of the disease they were. No question they weren't. I think we're getting basically the information we need out of them. I don't trust them, okay? But I don't see any reason why they would want to conceal the things that would help us help them. Let me put it that way.
What did you make of the Democratic debate last night?
Well, my question about it was, why did Mike Bloomberg even do it? It was like he was buying his way into the campaign. His numbers were going up. He didn't have any experience in this particular stage. Why go out there and do this? And if you're going to do it, all these people he's paying all this money to, did they tell him he was going to be attacked? Why didn't he come back when Warren came at him and come back and say, well, look, here's what I haven't done, okay? I haven't stolen positions that were intended for Native Americans and then go right off on that, right? I mean, how long does it take to come up with that as a response? I don't, I just shake my head. He's paying a lot of money for people who aren't giving him good advice.
Did you see the movie Cats?
I saw the play years ago. I did not see the movie.
Well, the movie is the worst reviewed movie in the history of movies. I mean, it was.
Yeah,
it was,
I know that.
And so I think Mike Bloomberg is now the Cats movie of candidates. It was, it was so bad last night. I felt bad for him.
Oh yeah. I've seen the clips. I will confess to you, I did not sit through it live.
It was painful. Not as painful as it was for Mike Bloomberg.
You'd have to be inhuman, I think, not to feel some empathy.
A little sympathy for Mike Bloomberg and his $57 billion that did not protect him. It's like Tony Stark showed up without his Iron Man suit. Thank you so much, Jim Talent. Coming right back, America. Don't go anywhere. More, including E.J. Dionne on the Democratic side, telling us why it's not that bad. Ha, ha, ha. Stay tuned to the Hugh Hewitt Show.